I mean, to me, I think it's a simple but profound thing. Adding to that, notice and wonder the idea of what questions can be what of these questions can be answered with mathematics, that mathematizing the situation. How powerful is that?
Mhm.
And those are just the teacher moves that you're talking about. It's a simple addition, perhaps, that hasn't occurred to teachers to make it, to routinize it.
I think, I mean, with that particular routine, we just finished an analysis around that routine and how many, based on how many artifacts we had from the classrooms that we were working with. And to me, what was really profound and sort of confirmed that we know kids mathematize, that they're primed already to engage in mathematizing. We had a series of around 56 of those enactments, 56 different ways in which teachers did that particular routine. And when we did the analysis, students made roughly about the same mathematical connections and connections to context, just in the first 2 prompts. So that means that they were observing and wondering from a mathematical standpoint before we even asked the 3rd prompt, right? So kids were asking things about like how long, how many, how much. They were curious about the ways in which they were identifying patterns. They were identifying shapes. I mean, these are young kids, right? They're 3rd through 5th grade. So they were, figuring out ways to compare gigantic lemons with regular sized lemons. They were figuring out ways to, when shown a picture of a gigantic crocodile being held up by a lot of people, to just sort of understand how long that crocodile is just based on the image. And to me, were showing and asking questions, that mathematical questions, even prior to that 3rd prompt, which just confirms what many people have said before, is that kids are primed already. So to me, what we need to continue to promote for teachers is that your kids are bringing math with them already, and that we need to find a better way to leverage those mathematical strengths and the strengths that they're bringing from their communities and their own sort of independent ways of being, right? To maximize what's going on in terms of math learning in the classroom, to maximize that mathematical experience. And that is the thing that I hope teachers learn to start to recognize, is that we don't need all of these assessments. What we need is a way in which we leverage or bridge or capture what students are bringing and build on that.
Just allow them, get out of their way, and allow them to do mathematics.
Right, and to listen,
get in the
right?
way,
to see what they're doing, right? To be able to recognize the mathematics that they are bringing, rather than only acknowledge the mathematics that comes or been sort of been identified, whether it comes from the book or a test. We need to expand that, right? We need to broaden the mathematical knowledges that kids are bringing into the classroom and build and make connections across that. And so right now, one of those barriers is this sort of strong emphasis that there's only sort of one kind of mathematics that can be learned. And I think that notion needs to be challenged.